the car was
Jacking.
jumping.
It was jacking. I think it's all about clutch and.
And they were like, oh, Chiami, my chauffeur. My chauffeur will kill me.
So. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. This is Mad with Africa. We come from Nairobi, Kenya, and our main job is very simple. We take you for a tour in Nairobi, in Kenya, to be precise. So if you're planning to travel to Kenya, kindly consider Mad with Africa. Go to our website, www.madwithafrica.com, where we have different types of packages.
Yeah.
You can go there, you can check, you can book your destination, you can call us, you can email us. Anything that you wanna. If you wanna travel to Dubai, Zanzibar, Mombasa, Diani, Masai, if you wanna
Masai
go
Mara.
Masai Mara, yeah. If you wanna go
safaris.
to the safaris, yeah.
Yeah.
You can go there and see what we have. We have so nice packages. So kindly go to our website and check us out.
Yeah.
For any information, everything is there. You can email us. You can contact us. Yeah. Fanya kale ka kitu. Nakuaga hivi. Hivi, alafu na hivi sawa. So we are coming live from Cross Free Beach, where we are just having a nice time. The weather is good today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you do it like this. How do it? Like this.
Yeah.
Like this. I've seen one of my directors that told me this. You know, you're my director there. Okay, so I remember when we came, we settled. This is the continuation of our life journey story, whereby we came, we settled. After we settled now,
Oh my God.
after the culture shock, things were not. We tried to adjust with the new environment that we are in.
Yeah,
so
the culture.
Yeah, the culture shock, we came all through that, and then we came and experienced. Now during that time, it was during winter now. An Uber driver back home. So I thought, why not? Because in Kenya, I used to drive. We used to have a car, so it was just normal thing. So I thought maybe we should just try and get a car.
Yeah.
So the process of acquiring a car here, it's very different because it's not direct as the way we do it back home. Where at home you just go there, you buy,
You buy a car.
you get the insurance by virtue of being a driver. So I thought maybe it will be easier for us to get a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here with the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a good thing to have a car because you can't survive here. A car here, it's just a necessity. Yeah? It's not a luxury. Yeah, it's a necessity whereby you must have.
Yeah.
It's a must-have thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I remember, you know, the process of getting one. You know, in Kenya it's very easy, whereby you just go buy, get the insurance. Already you have a license, you have a driving license, which you can get it. Immediately you get a car, you get an insurance. You just go any private company can give an insurance, just like that.
Okay.
You start driving there immediately. But here things are slightly different. The way they do their things is not the way we were used to. So I remember when I was going for the first shift, it was too cold.
Yeah.
It was during the middle of winter, you know. So the weather was not really good for me. So I just decided to get a car.
Yeah.
Then I remember we bought a car. It was the first car that came. It was a Toyota RAV4, a manual car. And I haven't driven a manual car before.
Yeah, you were driving an automatic.
Yeah.
And then you went to YouTube.
Yeah, I was used to. In fact, when I ordered that car, I really don't understand why I ordered a manual car, because what was the reason behind getting a manual car? It was
first, manual cars are even cheaper here.
Yeah, they were cheaper.
And you wanted also to challenge yourself.
Yeah, I wanted maybe to have a challenge, to challenge myself. Because I remember that time when I ordered that car, when it came, they did a delivery.
Yeah.
I think we bought it from, was it Manchester? Yeah.
Yeah, you went for test drive and you told that the seller, oh, you can't even test drive.
Yeah, I'm not feeling well by that time. I just told him, oh, you know what? I'm not feeling well, so I cannot just test drive. So we went together with him.
Yeah.
He was the one driving, so I was just feeling the car. Just say,
Yeah.
it's okay. So we agreed on the date that the car will be delivered. So the car was delivered to my house. The moment the car came, the guy said, can you try it and feel before I leave? I said, no, thank you. Just park
Just park it there because I'm still not in the good state of mind
yeah.
and health.
So the guy just
Liar.
parked. Yeah, the guy just parked the car. Because that time when I got those cars, it was my first year, so
Yeah.
there was no issues about. The law here says you can use your foreign license
Yeah.
for 1 year.
International driving license.
International, yeah. So yeah, I used my Kenyan one.
Yeah.
So that time I remember now the problem started whereby now the weather was too harsh. I remember we were to take the kids and you told me we have to use that car because there's
No,
no.
I was to go to work
Yeah,
and then you have to take me to work.
yeah.
And was it a motorway? I don't even remember if you went on a motorway that time.
Yeah. So the issue arises whereby it was challenging because it was my first time getting on a manual car. So I
Yeah.
decided to go on YouTube. So I learned my manual car on YouTube.
Yeah.
How to drive a manual car, how to balance the clutch, the things, everything. But it did go well.
Long live YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, it went well and then I started. It was challenging slightly.
At the beginning.
Yeah, at the
It wasn't
beginning.
so easy.
Yeah, because balancing the clutch
Yeah.
and I did some after let's say after few months I was good. After
Yeah.
few
You became a pro.
yeah, I become a pro now. I just learned. Now the problem started when now my license was also almost going to expire.
Now you have to do an exam.
Now I have to do my exam because there's
And now you're a qualified driver. You are very, very, very confident in yourself. And you told me what? You know what? I don't even need that instructor because for what?
I thought maybe I knew everything.
Yeah.
You know the way we drive in Kenya is not the way we used to drive here. So my
I
mind-
am very good at this.
I was
game.
very
Don't
confident
worry.
on it. So I booked for exam without. I did the theory test. Here
Yeah.
they have a theory test which you must pass.
Yeah.
It's all computerized and there's the system here. You cannot corrupt the system.
Yeah.
You can't. It's just strict. You must pass the test. So I remember I did my theory test.
Oh
Unfortunately,
yeah, theory you passed. I thought you were saying you passed even the practice.
so I passed. I passed the
Theory,
theory test. After the theory test, now I had to book for I got my provisional driving license.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
And
you
then
have to.
straight away you went and booked for your practicals.
Yeah, then I realized maybe I got Blackpool as one of
Yeah,
my
because there are no near dates in
in
within
Liverpool,
our
within our area. So I decided to choose Blackpool. It's like 60 miles away from where we were. I went there for my first practical test.
Yes, and I gave him my blessings.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So it was not easy. I remember then during the test I had to get an instructor for the test. I remember I paid around £300 for that, for the instructor, for the car.
And
So-
for was it 1 hour?
1
or 2
hour,
hours
1 hour before the test,
Yeah.
you have to be with your instructor because this is the first time I'm meeting the person.
Yeah.
So
And you're using their car,
Their
you're
car.
using their difference. I mean, yeah.
their numbers, everything. So the driver, the instructor has to gauge you
Yeah.
to say if he can take you for the test or
Yeah.
not, because he has a right to
refuse.
because bearing in mind they have not taken you through the process, the driving process.
Yeah.
So I got a nice lady there. We get the 1 hour. She said, he actually, I remember he telling me, yeah, you are good, but there's some little things. I know she didn't tell me a lot because she knew I was bad. The kind of driving that we used to drive, overlapping, hooting, you know.
Yeah.
In Kenya, we were the way we
Well, I
used to
don't
drive.
also think you did all those mistakes, but there were those things that they look for, you know.
Yeah, they look for in fact the mirrors. In fact, she was talking about looking the side
Yeah.
6-point mirror. You start at the whatever mirror, this checking at the blind spot. There are
Yeah.
so many things that these guys look for. So I did the test. She said, okay, she'll take me for the test. But she'll tell me, don't worry, even if you fail, things will
It's
be
fine.
okay. It's fine because you'll have to polish what we, because
Yeah.
the 1 hour that we had with her, it wasn't enough
True.
for her to tell me how
If you're
everything's gonna
good
be
or
done.
yeah.
So the test lasted for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I failed with two major errors.
Well, you did well, honestly. You did, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Although I thought maybe, I also thought you'd pass. Why did I even think you'd pass? Yeah, after all, you've been driving me for a year. Why not?
Yeah.
Eh?
So there are some little things that these guys are looking for, whereby you have to know them.
Yeah.
So that why you step? Oh, it's cool down there.
Yeah. Well, you failed and you very fast to look for another slot.
Yeah, immediately I booked for
Yeah,
a
because
second
you are
chance.
also we didn't
are-
want to be caught up by the expiry.
Yeah, the
of
expiry was near.
Yeah.
It was nearly at least like 2 to 3 weeks to the
Yes, and
expiry.
we already
date.
have the car.
And now we can't do without it. And it was winter during that time, so we just had to.
Yeah, we needed the car.
We just needed to have a car, you know. So that when that I did go well. I remember I failed that first attempt.
Yeah.
Same lady, but this time round I did
Some
some fresher
hours.
courses with
Yeah,
her. I
yeah.
remember like 4 fresher courses.
Yeah, because you went there for
2
2
days.
days,
2
yeah.
days, yeah. So we did.
the day before your exam and that day for the exam.
Yeah, so I went there early before my exam. We did the test and
Voila! you passed.
I passed. In fact, I remember when I passed, my license had already expired. I had no option.
You went to pass.
I had to pass.
Yeah.
That my second attempt. Now I passed.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I came home. I take my car to the MOT. The MOT, it's an annual thing where they check the car, how the car is, how safe the car is to be used on the road.
Yeah.
Whereby it helped them. A car more than 3 years old, every year they have to take for the MOT.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I came back, I was so excited. My wife was excited. My children were already excited, you know, because they had stayed like 2 days without a car, and it was
No, it
winter.
was one day.
It was 1 day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but it made all the difference. Oof, that one day.
Here. Once that I get the car insurance, whereby the insurance actually depends with the driver. Insurance here, they don't just insure the car.
Yeah.
The car has no insurance.
Yeah.
The insurance is the driver, whoever is driving that car.
Yes.
Because I remember back home we have stickers on the car. Once the car is insured, anyone can use the
Yeah.
car. But here, no car is insured. It's the driver who is insured.
Yeah.
And no one will tell you to get insured.
No.
You ought to.
You'll be caught.
Yeah, because here there's the law here cut across.
Yeah,
There's nowhere where you say nobody told me, nobody asked me. You know, the police won't ask you anything, won't tell you go get your
Yeah.
insurance. It's up to you to find what you ought to do.
Here, ignorance is not as no defense.
Yeah, ignorance. In fact, not knowing is an offense.
Yeah,
You ought
you
to
know.
know.
Yeah.
You ought to know. After that, I got the insurance, whereby the insurance actually depends with the driver.
Yeah.
Even the how you pay for insurance, it varies because the same car, let's say like my car, I remember the first year I was to pay around 200 or 200 or 200
190.
198, yeah, it was around 198 pounds per month. And the same car, someone else can insure that car who are more experienced in the UK. I remember I tried my friend's license and he was to pay around 35 pounds per month. So you see the difference, it depends with the experience within the UK.
Yeah.
How many faults have you done?
Yeah.
And the points you have on the insurance. Those things, they really make an impact on an insurance.
Yeah.
Especially because here, when you get your license, you have there are points. You can get points very easily. Here they are very serious on points. So there are so many factors that they consider when they're giving you the insurance, the quotation of your insurance.
Yeah.
Finally, I got the insurance whereby it's a clear process whereby you just log in your details. The moment you log in your driving license, all your information, when you passed, if you have points on your card, everything will appear. And the system cut across all the insurance companies, and they cut across, and then they give you every company their prices and quotes. So it's upon you to choose. So the thing whereby that suits you, and you are good with that. I got my insurance, and then you had to get the breakdown too. You must, because here there's no way whereby, let's say you have a tire puncture along the way where you're driving. It's like you are not. I think people have to call. You have to call because you won't get someone to try to help you. Yeah, sure. Because you just have to call your breakdown, because that's how it is.
Yeah.
In the motorway, just on the normal roads, no one will come and try. Let's say back home the way we used to push. Someone say we need some assistance. Nisukumie kidogo up, and then you give them something small. Yeah, there's nothing like that. You have to call
your breakdown.
You have to call your breakdown company. So they're all over. They're like they don't just a phone call away.
Yeah.
So they come. You get that. You get your insurance, and then the moment I have that car insurance, my wife she can't drive that car. No one can drive that car.
Yeah, unless if I'm included in it.
Yeah, because the insurance when you're taking, you can add a driver, a second driver in that car, or a third driver, or a fourth driver. Those people are legally required to drive that car.
Yeah.
So whereby you cannot just pop in someone's car and just driving, or whereby you say,
help me.
Kindly, I'm going to Manchester, or I'm going to London. Can you help me with your car? No, there's nothing like that.
Offense.
It's a criminal offense whereby whoever is caught driving your car is liable. You are liable. You can pay up to a fine of £1,000, and even you get 6 points on both of you. So it's very dangerous. People don't drive people's car.
Sure.
I had that car for quite a while. It was fine, it was okay. The first year I paid around £198. The second year it came down because I had no problems, I have no issue,
You're a good driver.
My points. Yeah, I was a good driver. Just that maybe in Kenya I used to be fast.
Are you not a good driver anymore? You said I was.
I believe I am. The only thing here, I just have to obey all the traffic rules.
Yeah.
Road signs. Keep the speed limits. So those are the things that we used to do.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, sorry.
So there we are. I passed that. We did pass all that process. So it was my time now. My wife had to have a car because every time she used to wake me up very early in the morning, take me to work. You know those things, Sometimes I came home, I'm tired. She wants me even to take her to work. If I'm calling an Uber, maybe there are no taxis around. I have a car.
Especially during the weekend.
Yeah, over the weekend, on Sundays, Saturdays, it was difficult for her. Maybe Uber's the most. So she had to get her own car. On her choice, she chose manual. Manual. Yeah, she tried manual, I remember.
Man, well, yeah, I did. But,
Yeah, she did some few lessons, but it didn't work well for her because
yeah,
it was her first.
I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, you
with
remember
that.
you said. So she tried that. It actually didn't go well with her. Some few lessons, and it was expensive. I remember.
Yeah.
But how much were you paying per hour?
Was it 30? Yeah, for the manual it was cheap. It was 30 because automatic was 33.
Yeah, so Mano, she used to pay £30.
Yeah.
And you had like some lessons until you get up to that point. Now the instructor thinks you are ready to
No,
for the
well,
test.
I didn't.
Normally
I didn't do much.
it takes like
Oh,
30,
yeah.
30 to 40 lessons.
Well, the recommended hours are 45.
45 hours.
Yeah.
So 45 hours multiplied by 30.
Aye,
It's
wacha
very
hiyo
expensive.
minor, wacha hiyo.
So it's very expensive because
Yeah.
so
And then if you realize it's not even working for you rather than wasting your money,
yeah,
I
you
said,
rather not drive.
aye. Nah.
Yeah,
You
when
rather try
uh,
another thing, yeah?
yeah,
Another
like,
option.
which is not driving or what?
No,
What's the
which is
other
automatic.
Or automatic is easier. Yeah, automatic is easier, but then because driving a car is not a problem. But the problem is how now the rules of the road, because during the test they'll be there.
Yeah.
That's the major
I think
concern.
that was
That's
too
the-
much work for me.
Yeah.
Changing the gears, scratches, and watching what is happening on the road. That's not
It
my
was
thing.
too much. The road signs, the
And
what,
you know,
the
I am a
lane.
mother.
And
I'm a mother and a wife.
Yeah, our wife. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, she has a lot. She used to work. Even getting the driving hours, it was not easy because your instructor have to give you. You have to give your
Availability.
instructor your availability. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she has to see how his timetable. Then he'll fix you in. So in a week you can get like 2, 3, 4 lessons. Maybe sometimes 2, sometimes 1, depending
Depending on how available you are.
you are and then your instructor,
Yeah.
because you can be free but your instructor is already booked.
Yeah.
So driving process is a long process here.
I mean,
it
it's
takes time.
it's just something else. But then, with the automatic, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I didn't even do a lot of lessons.
Yeah, but I do know driving here in the UK it's one of the 1,000 ways to die because
No, I mean the exam.
the exam is not easy. It's not that there's
it's
no
not even
shortcut.
1,000. It's 100 ways to die.
One of the 100 ways to die.
Yes.
There's no shortcut
There's
at all.
no shortcut. You go with the instructor. I mean, oh my days.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you went through that, you
Yeah.
changed from manual to auto. You got someone else you thought maybe you can just get automatic car.
Yeah.
So she went for automatic car. It didn't take you long. I think you have some few like how many like
10 lessons.
10 lessons, yeah?
Yeah.
10 lessons, and then your instructor thought maybe you are ready for the test now.
Yeah.
The good thing about you started here.
Yeah.
So you mastered everything about driving here.
Yeah.
You never used to drive in Kenya. So, but the problem with me, I used to drive to Kenya. I used to be even
Bad habits.
the bad habit. So it's the habit that was inside me, and
Yeah.
driving in the UK is different.
Yeah.
So I kept on. It was for your case, it was easy. You actually passed the first time.
Oh yeah. You know I am bright.
Yeah.
I am bright. I'm a bright girl.
You managed. You
Anyway.
managed.
There was no way I was not going to pass because I
Yeah.
didn't also have time to repeat.
Yeah.
Remember, I also had the school work to do.
Yeah.
So there was so much.
Oh, you had a lot in you.
Yeah,
you had
so
to do,
it was a do or die situation.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. You passed your test, and then we got a automatic car.
Yeah, the following day.
Yeah, was it the following day? Immediately you got your license.
Yes, and then we went for it in Manchester.
Yeah, we went for. I remember you. Oh, it was the following day.
Yeah.
How did I miss that? So we went. Yeah, we got the automatic car. But this time around now, for the automatic car, she had to include me on your license.
Yeah, because you can't keep up with your manual.
No. Your
No, including him to in that car, as so many things. One,
Yeah.
it makes my insurance go down.
Yeah, the premiums
The
slightly
premium
go
go
down.
down.
Yeah.
Second, it does what?
It gives me even the option of driving
Yeah,
that car
drive-
because
yeah.
without my name under that your
Yeah, you
insurance,
can't. Yeah.
I can't use your car.
Yeah. So, and now the problem is after including him, he always uses my car.
Ah.
Yeah. You never want to drive your lorry again.
No, just say your car. Maybe sometimes I find it clean.
Okay.
You know, mine is a big junk. You know, it's a big thing. Now, when let's say I'm just running a small errand, why should I use my car? It's too heavy. It's too big, fuel consuming. So I just thought of using your car because most of the time it's there parked.
Yeah.
So it's good. That's the journey, having cars here. And then that's it, you know, all about getting a license here. So whoever who are coming or planning to come here, get prepared for driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have your habits out there, their habits are different. The way the rules they use is very different.
Yeah. You. What do you say?
They will be shocked, in fact, I remember there was a time I overlapped. Those guys were just looking at me. I was like, what's wrong with that? Now that's the habit I got back home. I brought it here. So it was,
Yeah.
they were just looking at me. And then they're nothing like hooting, you know. Here they don't. They
You
don't.
actually don't necessarily hoot here.
Yeah, unless it's
You-
an emergency, there's
Unless
something
there's a need to
to
do
hoot.
it.
Yeah, so but you don't
keep
do
on
it.
hooting and hooting.
People will get they'll get trauma. How do
Yeah, they will get shocked and
they'll get
heart
attacks
attacks.
because they are not used to those things. So they actually don't do that.
Yeah.
So that's how it was driving here. It's cool anyway. It's nice because
It's nice, because it's also very easy to drive here. I mean, it's because everybody is following the rules, so you are not afraid of drive.
yeah, and we
You're not afraid of driving, so I think it's the easiest.
yeah they follow rules a lot.
Yeah.
Ila kudance.
See the water, but not deep water.
Chora,
Dad!
What?